Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Corporal Killjoy here, and welcome to my home reaction. I know it won't seem as as cheerful and upgoing in my other videos, and that's because for those of you who watch my videos know that I kept saying that this video in particular was going to be last. After I did Armed and Ready, Bad Luck Charm, and the RWBY Ultimate Dance Party, which that one I enjoyed a lot. But this is going to be a serious video because some things I need to talk about, especially about the video and why I reacted in the video the way I did, and probably an explanation as to why I named the title of this video the way it is. So I know you guys have been waiting for a while to see this. I'm just glad we finally got it fixed, and I finally got it out there for people to view. So without further ado, here I'll just let you guys dive on in and just stay tuned after the reaction to hear what I have to say, so we can get that out of the way. Thanks. One of the things I love about the RWBY OSTs, there's always seems to be that one song in each OST that kind of gets to you. And this might be that one.
Hush your cries, close your eyes, stay with me. Let's just dream.
Also, sorry if I'm not commentating like in my other ones, just kind of taking it all in.
Calm your fear, I'll be near to you, I'll cling. Rest, my friend, time can mend many things. I don't know the answers, tomorrow's still unknown, but I can make this promise, you won't be alone. I don't know where we should go, just feeling farther from our goal. I don't know what path we will be shown, but I know that when I'm with you, I'm at home. Yes, I know that when I'm with you, I'm at home. There's a quiet place in my embrace, a haven of safety where I'll dry your tears, shelter
All right, everybody. So that was my reaction to Home, and I'm glad I got the video out there finally, and now it's time for me to explain why I reacted the way I did. You can probably tell already by the title. This song was just so peaceful to me. It was very therapeutic. So that's why I wasn't talking as much. I was just letting it all sink in, and it got me thinking about a lot of things, and one of those things being my mom. For those of you who don't know this, and this is the saddest part of my whole life, honestly. Back in 2004, unfortunately, my mother had been diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, and things took a turn for the worse. And my family, my siblings were all thinking, mom's gonna get out of this. Mom's a fighter. Mom's tough. And my mom was fucking tough as hell, dude. Tough as fucking nails. I remember watching her shoot, man. She could shoot a gun better than most guys in our neighborhood. But anyway, here's a quick picture of my mom. Hopefully you guys will be able to see it. Hopefully the light isn't that bright on it. This is my mom right here. This is the woman who gave birth to me, Cynthia Marie Boringer. Probably one of the more happier pictures we have ever. My brother had this one back at their old place. It got mixed up with all of our stuff in the move, and I already have another picture of her that I keep in my wallet. It got a little ruined from water damage, but not completely destroyed where the face was messed up. So I just kept it here at home to keep it dry. But more importantly, as you guys can probably guess, she passed away, when I was 15. And to make things even worse, it was actually the day I turned 15. Yeah, my birthday. So, worst birthday ever. And, at that point, I started questioning a lot of things, like my own faith and religion. When I was a kid, I was so heavily believed in God, and that he would hear my prayers. And oddly enough, my prayer wasn't necessarily save my mom. I always prayed that let her see me turn 15, and she did. She did get to see me turn 15. But after that, my outlook on religion was crushed. Like, you guys have no idea when I mean crushed, because I honestly thought my mom was gonna make it. We all did. But during that time, I remember this too, because at the time I had actually moved back to live with my dad for a while, and I went down to North Carolina, from New York to North Carolina, to visit them. And they gave me a choice. They said I could stay another week, down there, which would mean I'd be able to celebrate my birthday too. And I said, okay, yeah, I'll stay. And frankly, I'm glad I did. I was glad I was there for for final moments. And I remember it so well, but don't remember a whole lot of it at the same time. Like, I remember her sitting in her favorite recliner, looking, peacefully, and she looks over to me and says to me the words that I'm never going to forget. She says to me, "Travis, I love you." And I said to her, "I love you too, Mom." And looking back at it all, it was just like, I thought she was just saying it to say it, because that's what a mother's supposed to do. And the thing is, my mother starts kind of, I don't know what the words to describe. It's like she's trying to talk, but she can't. My sister was with me, and we didn't know what was going on. We thought she was just trying to say something, and she couldn't. And what gave away that she was passing was a little bit of drool came out of her mouth, and she wasn't even looking at us. And she looked at us for as long as we could, and it was just like this person, who brought me to this world, who spent their time waking up early in the morning just to wake me up for school, to make sure, my teeth were brushed, that I went to bed, I did my homework, just suddenly was gone. And it's weird because I remember we just watching her pass, and I can't remember anything else after that. I think the only thing I did was I went to my room, just waiting for my grandparents to come back home. We called them immediately. And I think I can remember hearing my grandmother screaming. Because what kind of mother wants to walk in on their daughter and realize that their one and only child is gone? What kind of father wants to experience that? The fact that, and what really sucks was all of us weren't there. My siblings, we all weren't there. We were all kind of separated, and it was just my sister and I. And honestly, that day really fucked us up bad. And I also remember when the paramedics came. I didn't even know they had came. I was still in the room crying, and I looked outside the window, and I guess see them strolling my mom away into the back of the ambulance. I went outside, and I don't really remember what happened after that. It's just I remember seeing my neighbors, our next door neighbors who were supporting us the whole time. I saw the look in their eyes, and it's just like, yeah, just fucking happened. And I remember going to the funeral. It was so fucking tough that day. No child should have to go through that. And for anybody who's gone through this, I know what you're feeling. And I honestly wish she was here. To this day, I question, if she was still alive, would I have joined the Marine Corps? Would I even have a YouTube channel? No kid should go through that. Not that early. At the same time, I know I might sound like an asshole for saying this, but there are times where I'm glad she passed peacefully. Because I'm glad she's not in a world. With where we're living in now, it's fucked up. Doesn't matter if Trump's in the White House. It doesn't matter who's doing what. This world's kind of fucked up when you think about it. Pretty fucked up. I'm just glad she doesn't have to go through the pain anymore. She doesn't have to worry about bills. She doesn't have to worry about anything. And it just got worse from there, because there hasn't been a day that I haven't thought about my mother. And there has been a time where my birthday has passed and I've been okay with it. I mean, I appear to be fine, but in all honesty, it always brings me back to that day. To, this is now your birthday from now on, is remembering your mother passed in front of you. And I know some people are thinking, oh, he probably gets drunk to forget. No, I don't drink. I don't do anything else. I only remember the good stuff about my mom and how I probably should have been more appreciative of it. I don't know what else to say. And from there, believe it or not, some more tragedy hit when I was in the Marine Corps. I lost both my grandmothers in the same week. Both sides of the family. And it's just it was just nothing but a repeat all over again. Just losing someone like that. And I remember I lost my grandfather on my father's side before I went into the Marine Corps. And now I only have one grandparent left. And I've never called him Grandpa. I've always called him Patu. And for those of you who probably wonder what that means, it's Thai for grandfather. And I have never called anybody else Patio except that man. And now from what we're being told, he doesn't have much time either. You know, he's a tough son of a bitch. And that man practically raised me and my siblings. A lot of times my mom and stepdad, they would like to go out. They were young. You know, they were in their 20s at the time. They were young. They wanted to have fun. And so, you know, they would do the whole thing, let the grandparents watch the kids. But those were some of my fondest memories, especially going to Blockbuster with them, going down the aisles. I hated going down the horror movie aisle because all the covers scared the shit out of me. And the only way we can do that again is going to Alaska, because in Alaska there's I think 12 Blockbusters. They're still up and running. But back to the main point. You know, it's just that I've experienced some heavy losses, and, you know, again, everything's just affected me in, a really bad way, and it also got me thinking about something. For those of you who watch my videos, you guys know that I have my brother who does videos with me from time to time. You guys might know him as the Wiser Ass Asian. That's his gamer tag. For anybody who wants to try to get in on some Call of Duty or Overwatch with him, that's his gamer tag. So, but I'm haunted by this, bad. It was about 3 years ago. We got into an argument, and I said something I fucking regret saying to him, and I fucking regret it every day. We got into an argument over something completely stupid. It was over food. You know, I was making some rice. He wanted to make some food before going into work. And, you know, we just bickered over it for no reason. Then we just started drifting off to some other shit. And the one thing I had no right to say to him, I did it just to make him feel bad. And as a brother, I feel like shit for it. I said to him, "Where the fuck were you when Mom died?" And to see my brother, not even a kid anymore, he's grown up now, to break down in tears like that. What kind of fucking brother am I to do that to him? I said it to be spiteful. It wasn't his fault. You know, our family, we were just separated at the time, so it was out of his control. And to see him break down in tears, I realized something. I was a piece of shit. You know, I felt like I deserved to fucking die that day. And I apologized to him so fucking hard for it. You guys don't get it. I cried so hard afterwards when he left. And I made sure I apologized to him. And I was in the bathroom just bawling tears out, just praying to God, if he's still fucking up there listening, to just let my brother get through today. Because I didn't want my curse to be us getting into an argument like that and something happening to him. And I'm plagued by that. So since then, I've been being the big brother I should have. When he needs help with something, if he needs someone to be there for him, I'm always there. You know, I make sure that we don't ever get into a bullshit argument like that again. Ever. And now with my grandfather, we don't know how much longer he has. You know, his body's pretty jacked up. You know, he's got a steel hip, and he's had the worst case of colon cancer. So as you can probably tell, cancer kind of runs in the family. So it's something I should be getting checked up on, but I haven't because I don't have fucking insurance to do it. So I'm gonna go get some insurance to make sure that my brothers and I were healthy, and that, you know, that if we do have something, we can catch it early. And God willing, there isn't. But according to what I've heard from my other family members, he probably has about maybe 5 to 6 years. You know, I'm pretty sure he'll last longer than that. He's a tough son of a bitch. I'll tell you that right now. And that's why in my reaction I reacted the way I did, because it made me remember something as well, that I was not the only one that lost somebody that day. You know, my brothers, my sister, my father, our neighbors, you know, we lost people who were so close to us that it feels like they're still here, you know? Like, I'm never going to forget my grandmother's cooking from both sides. They loved to cook. You know, Italian family loved to cook, Asian family cooked all the time. So, with that being said, that's some things I wanted to get off my chest. And I mean, I don't know how you guys are looking at me now, you know, especially with the story I just told you about my brother and I. I mean, some of you guys might be thinking, hey, he's a piece of shit. And I'm going to let him know that. By all means, you know, I fucking deserve that. And this is probably the realest I've ever been with someone in a long time. And I'm glad I have this channel out there, you know, to get it out there to let you guys know, you know, this is what I've been through. These are the things I've done. And that's really about it. You know, I've got nothing else to say. You know, if I were to leave on a high note, I can say this to anybody watching, anybody who shares this video. It's that your loved ones, please hold them dear to you. Whatever differences you guys got, please just fucking squash it. You know, I think some differences might be harder to squash than others, but somewhere down the road, you just gotta let it go. You know, the bickering my brothers and I did, I let that shit go now. You know, anything, really. I don't know what other people's stories are. Maybe you have, you know, bad memories of your father. Maybe you guys don't talk anymore, or with any other parent or relative. Just fucking squash it, please. You know, enjoy these moments while they're here. You know, there's so much I wanted to do with my mom, but we never got that chance. Same thing with my grandmother, same thing with my grandfather. That's why a lot of times I worry about my brother when he goes out. You know, am I going to get that phone call that, you know, one of them, or even my sister, you know, was killed in either a car crash or God forbid, they were murdered. You know, so please, if you guys have any issues with your family, or maybe even with friends, I implore you to please just take advice from someone who's experienced this personally. Don't let that problem, that indifference, you know, fuck up your relationship with them. It ain't worth it. You know, you have someone who you're calling your best friend now, then you guys bicker about something, and then your friendship gets crushed for the rest of your lives. You don't know how many times I wish I could take some friendships back, and I can't now. So with that being said, hopefully you guys take the story to heart, and hopefully this helps bring some people back together. You know, if it does help, you know, then good. That's a good thing. For those of you thinking, you know, I'm envious to people on Mother's Day, I'm not. I'm actually grateful that, you know, people out there who still have their mothers with them can still take them out to eat, can still show them their appreciation. You know, and I still remember my mom every year. I remember her every day, every hour, every minute, every second. So I'm gonna leave. That's the high note I'm gonna leave on. Is just, you know, squash the problem while it's still there. You know, while you still have a chance to. Before, I know I sound messed up for saying it, but squash it before it's too late. And that's it. You know, I'm not even gonna end this video with my usual, you know, if you enjoyed the video, like, share, and subscribe. I'm not even gonna end it that way. I want to end it with thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Alright? And when my new videos get out, they get out when they get out. And that's all I can say. So, take it easy, guys, and I hope a lot of people took this message to heart. I know I've been rambling on, but believe me when I say I had to get this off my chest. You know, and just, you know, to you guys who support me in my channel, thanks for everything. All right, and we'll see you when the next video's up. Later.